Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. It is great to be here as I get excited about evolving my roster thanks in large part to an L I took in Battlegrounds. Now, this L in Battlegrounds has changed my whole strategy up already. I have brought back Nimgod. I actually took off the Destroyer, who I don't use much, and brought back Nimgod to help handle Mr. Sinister and some other pesky defenders, though don't let Silk, not Silk, Dust is not the best I've discovered with Nimgod. He's okay, but not the best. But Onslaught sucks to fight with Nimgod, and so does Bishop. Also, haven't said this in a long time, my rank 5 SIG 200 weapon X has not done great in a while, and I feel like he's one of those people that unless he's the last matchup that pops up and you know that they have no counters, not even somebody like a Cosmic Ghost Rider or an Archangel that you can potentially put out there. But if there are more counters against him than people he counters, that's a sign that your Battlegrounds deck should change. And that's my best data. And I'm going to put my rank up partially where my mouth is in this video, but the question is, when should you change your Battlegrounds deck? Because it's tough. It's tough to look at somebody who you ranked up just as the best defender or attacker possible and say, I'm giving up on you. I am putting you to the bench. I am putting you to the scrap heap of my Battlegrounds deck. But at the same time, Kabam wants us to do that, because if we don't do that, then we're not chasing the new champion. There's a reason why this teenage warhead new fantastic champion is next to Bullseye in my Battlegrounds deck. It's Onslaught, her, and Bullseye. It's like the trio of new champions in the last year of the game. But then, of course, I also have older champions that were either majorly buffed like Hulk, or Red Skull, or even a champ like Human Torch that just gets better with design. And by the way, Human Torch has saved me twice in my matchups against Kindred. This is the one that I could have easily and probably should have lost round 1, got destroyed in round 2, and round 3. He did the best against my Domino that a Nimgod has done in a while. I've actually seen Domino make Nimgod not too great. Alright, so it's a level up event, and now I'm going to do something that I think is fun. I'm going to put my rank up where my mouth is, and I'm going to take this Mr. Sinister, and I am going to glow him up. I still hate how much units are so small next to a champion's icon. You know? I think it's very easy to accidentally click the get now. And I'm sure there's somebody watching this or not watching this who's accidentally clicked on that. And I want to know, how easy is it, if even possible at all, to get your units back once you've done that? Because I have no discernible idea. Literally nothing. Alright, that's rank 4. Now here's the super fun thing. Rank 5, don't have the resources yet, but a Battlegrounds store just reset. So check this out. I'm going to go and purchase all 5 of these, which are going to get me enough to form my final mutant. And then I'm going to start going, because she is skill. All in on the skill catalyst for the new feature champ that I think should be tomorrow. Yeah, should be tomorrow that there's an early access bundle for, which I'll be purchasing. It's also worth noting that the best deal that you can get is the 50 generic 6-star 6 stones for 5,000 trophy tokens. So I have just purchased a ton of trophy tokens, maxed out both the 6-star 6 stones, the generics, and the aforementioned tier 6 class catalyst fragments. So now I've got just enough tier 6 mutant to upgrade Mr. Sinister to rank 5. I am still tempted someday, and if I've got just a random rank up gem from, say, July 4th week that I'm like, I don't know who to use this on. Should I save it for the next champion? No. You should use it on Deadpool X-Force. Because with the Restoration Kit synergy still being used so often time when my mastery setup is full recoils, I want him to be at the highest health and attack needed if he's the only champ remaining that could save me a revive if he just gets down the final, let's say, 20% health on the boss. He's not a very good champion, especially in my hands, but he's good enough to get the last 18% down if I can just parry and not make a stupid mistake. Not push him to like a special 1 or special 2. So, 22,810, pretty low PI, but hold up. We're not done with this video because we have 51 6 stones to take him to Sig 143, and suddenly he's gotten better. I'm not saying that he is the highest PI, because of course he's not, but why not have him at Sig 200? I think he is one of those counters that there's just a lot of annoyances when you put him on defense. I wouldn't put him out first. I always say if you're drafting champions first in your Battlegrounds deck, and I'll bring mine back up to end this video, either bring, when you're first starting to choose a champion, someone who's both a really good attacker and defender, like Photon or Domino, or your best attacker, like a Cosmic Ghost Rider or a Hulk. But if you bring somebody in as a defender, let's say Weapon X, well, if you bring on Weapon X, by the time they have their counters pulled up, somebody, if they have a normal amount of, say, tech champs, somebody's going to pop up, from Nimgod to Future Ant-Man to Shuri, etc. But if they've already selected, and I say this all the time, more Battlegrounds matches are either won or lost on that final choice. Whoever has that 6 out of 7 champs entering the last round, and they get to choose somebody that you know they cannot select any more counters for. That's where a Red Skull especially, or a Mr. Sinister, becomes highly valuable. And maybe I will regret this, but right now, because I can't remember the last time I used him, I'm taking out Weapon X. And I am putting in the aforementioned, and I'll trade him out for Toad when I can use him on certain weeks, but Toad's not the best defender. There's a Mr. Sinister. Rated lower than a rank 4 Sig 200 of both Symbiote Spidey and Future Doom, but he'll get to a Sig 200 by next week, if not before that. So that's my feedback. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.